so crazy. Loving your body, baby. Girl, you want me to me. I just wanna let you know. Hope every day. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body. Hey, baby, everybody's the same. No one loves you like that. No one wants you the same way. Back till the morning, my mind was done from your loving. I just wanna get you beside me. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all you. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all. Make I give you all you need. Every touch you need. Give you all. Make I give you all you need, baby. Yeah. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. Yeah. Only you feel on my body.
Intellectual murder people edition. Cock and fire full of gun like Remington. Fully charged up, eager fi kill a man. Ratty gang fi me gang, pussy run up if you want. Kryptonite coming out of the muscle fighting at the middle of the night to make the place get noisy. You never know, say a little juvenile coulda run in a your yard and take a 3 pints. Babylon, Panellian in the street, and the main and the buck him Lord Jesus Christ. Now make him run, now make him out, now make him sleep even nights more. Yeah, dash him when nobody can find us. You must be sick. And a 17, I drop in a this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Cover them sick. It's me. I'm in a pill, two of them up in a this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Why them all tell them get the plank cooked up. Every guns up, every killer mass up. Mass have a band them in out, does a clot up. Does a man not fit dead the way I feel my lips. No, so you must mad, my killer them no works up. Long as them a jack food too well stocked up. And now I be a gun for anything start up. Fully lock, fully charged and fully carb up. You must be sick. And a 17, I drop in a this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Cover them sick. It's me. I'm in a kill, two of them up in a this 45 feet, me caught it, now miss. Me finger move swift, me gun them now stick. Intellectual murder people.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube family? How we doing today? We're rubbing our hands together because you guys know today is Stock Sundays. Y'all know exactly how we get down. You know what we're going to do today, y'all. We're going to get right to the point because it is Sunday and we're about to celebrate from an amazing week in the market, guys. Real quick, before we get today's class started, guys, can you just go ahead and drop below, guys, in the chat where you guys from. Go ahead and drop me your city and state. Let me see where y'all are from today. I'm just definitely curious. So we've been growing globally in our community, but I want to see where y'all's from, city and state, and then we'll get everything in motion, all right? Let's jump into it. And on top of that, guys, if this is your first time coming to class, go ahead, put a 1 into the chat. If not, put a 2 into the chat. This right now, guys, is going to be an amazing session. And I hope you're ready for it, because basically we're going to be dropping today and basically explaining, like, our top plays for the week, specifically the top stock plays we're looking for the week, right? And then we're going to also basically cover, what we're looking at in the market, why that's the case, how do we do into the chat this week and everything like that, And I do a class once a week on Sunday, every single week, just because I want to give you guys, an insight of what I'm thinking as an investor. I'm 6 years into the game right now. I've changed many lives. For example, let's see people in the chat right now. People here from Houston, Texas, H-Town, New York City, Chi-Town, H-Town, New York, Dallas, Houston, Katy, New York, Vegas, Florida, New York. Look at that. First day in the room. Come on, hey, welcome to the room, guys. Go give them a warm welcome to the stock room. This is gonna be a phenomenal class. So let me not even waste too more of y'all time. Let's jump right into everything, all right? So boom, guys. First and foremost, guys, let's talk about where are we in the market this week? Because people always ask Ryan, like, I want to start trading, get into investing. Like, where should I start or should I begin? I'm gonna tell you exactly how to start from a beginning level. So make sure you have your notes out and you're ready to get down this game. All right. So guys, first and foremost for the week, we're gonna kind of focus on what is the most important stock to watch if you're an investor. It is the S&P 500. Now, if y'all check your brokerage accounts in TradingView and Webull, we are down a lot right now. Right, stocks are down a ton. I mean, like gold right now is down a ton. 2% down on gold right now, right? QQQ down 0.50%, SPY down 0.25%, right? IWM down as well. A lot of companies are down. So step one, I'm gonna go over to finviz.com, and on Finviz I can see what we call is the heat map. So the heat map will show me like how is the whole entire stock sector, like how is the stocks in the world actually moving as we can currently speak right now. And as you can see, there's blood in the streets right now. The stock market, semiconductors are down heavy. Nvidia down 3%, AVGO down 3%, MU down 4%. Now, a lot of times, guys, when people see the markets down this bad, they see the markets red and everything, they're scared, they don't know what to do. This is where we are able to make the most money as investors because there's big volume in the market. Volume is basically how many given stocks or options have been traded in any given time period. And when there's massive volume, there's massive opportunity for people like me and you to get to that bag. Now, what are some things to look forward to for the week? Let's talk about, first of all, how do we even do as a community? Because I'm giving y'all trading lessons and trading game, but how is this game reputable if you can see success stories? Well, let's see. This here is my chat here on Discord. And as you can see, we had a healthy week in the market. I actually ended up closing the week with a whopping $8,000 trading day, trading Mr. FedEx puts today. And guys, if y'all banked with me on Friday, or you came to my live stream on Friday, just go ahead and put a me in the chat. Go ahead and put a me for me in the chat if you banked with me on Friday. And so I just want to see who banked, and I just want to see if people can speak up about their success. And if you bank with me at any point, I just go ahead and put a quick me in the chat. I want to see. But yeah, and then making about 8,000 on Friday on FedEx puts. I'm gonna break down this as well. So if y'all stay to the end, we do all the breakdowns. But we did 2 trading calls back to back, or we completely smacked the market. On Thursday it was on MU. I know a lot of y'all saw one of my students, Kenneth. He actually made $40,000 in one freaking day. Y'all put a fire in the chat, right? Look at all those me's. Look at all those me's in the chat. Look at all those me's in the chat. I said who bang? Look at all those me's, and look at that. Look at all those me's in the chat, right? Everybody's winning. So if you're not winning, you got to ask yourself a question, like, why am I not winning? Is it because I'm, nervous? Did I just not take action? Did I miss the call out? Like, why are you not eating? I actually gave people a free stock play on Friday, for free. Look at this. Kenneth, look at this. He's one of my beginner students who joined last year. Look at this. He ended up turning 4K to 15K on one trade. And in the same position, he turned 15K to 44K with a whopping profit of $40,000 in one day. You know what? He actually flew into my office in Houston. We had a full-blown interview. Y'all see here on my channel here soon on YouTube. But this is like a sneak peek of how everything was for me, Kenneth, here for our interview. Let me go ahead and show you right quick. Kenneth flew into town right now. He's making a crazy $40,000 trading day. You want to show him real quick?
Yeah, man, no problem.
What you making a day? You made how much? 40K in a day?
That's right there, man.
$40,000 in a day. So
Right.
he came to Houston, came to our secret office. He came through also like a little money gift. He came with a gift to the
You gotta bless those who bless you. That's the principle.
Come on, man.
Who's blessing you, bless them. Yo,
Kenneth, man, what can you tell the folks here on Instagram, man? What can you tell them?
stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting effort. Stop blowing money. And what you said the day after I made this for you, stop doom scrolling. You know what I mean? And lock in. Lock in.
Hey, I'm telling you guys right now, man, it's getting serious. Y'all put a fire in the chat. He made the most money I've seen any of my students make in a day for the year, right? He made 40K. He was a complete beginner 6 months ago. And prior to that, I just now got back from vacation recently and from St. Martin. And another one of my students, Jewelry, she also made about $15,000 in a day while I was vacationing and having a good time. I had to stop the vacation and say, hold on now. The chat is eating. Look at this, guys, because just look at all these. I'm trying to find a gain, but there's so many students that are winning that I can't even find a profit. This is what we do in the chat. Look at this right here. Boom. She made $15.6 thousand in a day on March the 13th, guys. Like, do y'all see how much scrolling I've done? And we're literally only we're like 8 days back, and I've been scrolling for like 5 minutes. Guys, this is the power of the right community, being in the right place at the right time. And if you want to also join, get a piece of this pie, get to that money. If you're a complete beginner, you know what we do. You know, we do a beginner's training class. We do live trading every single day. We share our screen, and I will help you go from a complete beginner or a struggling trader to making your first 1K day, like Jay did right here a week ago. He had his first 1K day, and what was funny is he actually texted me as far as recently, right? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm big on showing y'all some proof. Look at this. He said about my story, and look at this. Let me show you real quick. He's up right now, $5.7 thousand right now for the month here of March. So this is real students, real results, real testimony. So like I say, guys, y'all want to see the real, you want to see what's going on. The link below is in our description here on YouTube Live, or it's pinned into the comments. Let's get right back into the game so everybody can leave here with some value and know how to use your steps the right way for the week. All right. Boom. So now what news do we have for the week? Well, on Tuesday, we have, a couple of news things, PMI, nothing too crazy. Wednesday's blank, Thursday's blank. Nothing really crazy happening in Newsland. However, what you want to pay attention to, guys, is go over to the chat on Discord. If you have the roles, to the earnings place chat. We have some earnings companies for the week. Now, if y'all stay to the end, I'm going to show you guys today and break down for free, like a certain strategy that you can actually take if you're a beginner trader or if you're an advanced trader, how to capitalize on companies' earnings in a safer manner where you can damn near almost guarantee a massive profit if you know what you're doing and you have the system. All right, so these are some of the companies that are watching here for the week for earnings. In my opinion, the only thing I'm actually watching here on this whole deck of earnings is on Mr. Wednesday. We have PDD having earnings here. Big company to trade. I guarantee you will be seeing us make a profit on PDD this week because I have a strategy. I'm going to show you guys what I'm watching on PDD for the week so you can also make money if you want to by yourself. And if you want to make money with us in real time, hey, you can tap in at any time. You know how to get down. All right, so we have PDD on Wednesday. And we also have Beyond Meat at close on Wednesday as well. This is the only day I'm watching for earning companies. I'm going to show you guys why. So I'm gonna give you guys free. This is a free game. If y'all want to see some free game, guys, put a fire in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of fires in the chat right now, but I want to see some more fires if y'all want some free game. So I'm gonna break down for you guys basically how we make this money. I'm making it very simple too. I'll make it very simple, man, because I feel like it's Sunday. Y'all could be doing anything you want to right now. You could be watching March Madness, Netflix, but you're on the class getting some money games. Let's just get into it. All right, so guys, what I'm going to teach you guys right now, this is called the post-earnings trading strategy. Someone put that for me into the chat. This is called the post-earnings trading strategy. This is a strategy that it could be a little bit more riskier, but with the right system, you can make it so your risk to reward ratio is very profitable, right? So what this is a simple strategy. What you want to do is step one, go to the earnings calendar. This right here is the channel here in my Discord channel. If you're to the mentorship, I post the earnings every single week, every single time. So what you're going to do is find a company there's multiple companies that report earnings. Basically what this means is the companies are reporting their revenue for the quarter, they're reporting their EPS for the quarter, right? So what happens is the companies make a massive, substantial move when they report their earnings for the week. Now, what you can go and do is do not be a gambler. I'm going to say right now, guys, please do not be a gambler and try to predict where a company's going to go to before earnings and you're going to get burnt and lose your money. It's a risky game. And if you have a job right now or you have bills, you have a family, you don't have the time to risk that much money and potentially lose it. That's just risky, right? So what you're going to do is find a company, wait until their earnings report comes out. After that happens, you could then make a move on the company. So I'm going to tell you guys, I gave everybody free game on this first trade here on Thursday, which was on Mr. MU. If y'all banked on MU, guys, go ahead and put a me in the chat. If you made $1 on MU this week, I'm gonna see I put a me in the chat. I'm gonna see who actually banked. There's a lot of y'all, right? So let me tell you what I did. I seen that MU had earnings on Wednesday, right? Now this company, MU, is a very, very great company, right? So I basically predicted, hey, MU will make a strong move to the upside because they have good financials and the company was gonna actually beat their earnings. So what happened was the company actually, look guys, this was crazy, guys, pay attention, right? MU, they actually beat their earnings. So they were expected to make $19.9 billion for the quarter, but they actually made $24 billion for the quarter. So when that happens, most times stocks appreciate and go up in price, right? But because the war was going on, Trump was yapping, there was bombing, there was a government shutdown, what happened? MU ended up crashing in the morning. They went down like 7% in the morning. So what I did was I didn't just predict MU was gonna go up in price and gamble for earnings. No, that's the dumbest thing you could do if you actually want to make consistent money from the stock market. What I did was I waited until the market actually opened up and we were cheap, right? We were down here in MU. But now the benefit of being inside the program for the mentorship, I told all my students, hey guys, listen, tomorrow there will be a lot of money to be made. Big day, right? I said, guys, we're down 5%. The company beat their earnings, but they still had a decline in their stock price. So I'll be targeting this company for a possible upside move tomorrow, and I'm expecting some insane volatility. So as you see right here, we're down to 438 in the morning. But as you're able to see, the next day I called out, hey guys, go ahead and buy some MU calls right here at this price point, basically predicting the price of MU would go up in price in the morning. And what I saw was we're holding basically right here at my pre-market lows here on MU, and we could not close below this line right here, which is my pre-market low. When that happened, go over to your 3-minute time frame here on MU. And what I saw right here was we had a doji candlestick right here on MU exactly at my pre-market lows, which shows indecision in price structure. And because the company, as you can see right here, guys, it literally has been trending for the past few weeks, few months, few years. Like, look how crazy this company has been going up, right? It is consistently going up. So I ended up buying the company here on Thursday at this low point, and the rest was history. We caught a very, very small move from here to right there. Yeah, I did. I put some money, I put some money where my mouth was. That's what I do. And so as you can see, I put about 13K right here into this trade. I ended up closing it at a 41% return on my investment at a total profit of $5,200 in the day, I believe in about 3 or 5 minutes of time. I made about 5K, which was pretty crazy, right? 5K in 5 minutes. But what if I told you that I gave everybody the same exact trade for free before it happened on my Instagram channel? You wouldn't believe me. Well, look at this.
Stock play tomorrow might get a lot of people rich. I'm telling you right now, because I don't want you to say I'm gatekeeping when we make some money. The company is right here, MU Micron. They just had earnings just now. They smacked their earnings out of the park. But as you can see right there, they are down over 5% right now in after hours. What does this mean for investors? And what even is earnings? Ryan, explain. Listen, listen very, very closely, right? This Micron is a bullish company. They are profitable. As you can see right there, they beat their earnings expectations. They were expected to make about $19.9 billion.
All right, and I don't want to bore y'all here with my video, but all I'm saying is, guys, there is money to be made in the stock market. And I don't want to sound like I'm just a fucking billionaire, but I make some pretty good money from trading. There is literally enough money for everybody. Everybody can eat. Your family deserves to eat off the market. It's the one place where you can make thousands of dollars without even leaving your house, leaving your pajama shoes. You can literally make $500 every single day and then go to work. So I realized, why would I gatekeep plays that could change someone else's situation? I knew that this company was gonna go up in price. I knew that this is what's gonna happen, and not just guessing. I had the data, I had the facts, so I gave it to you for free so you could eat. Hundreds of people were thanking me, saying, yo, I have a tip for you, I have this and that, because this stock play, and look at this, it made us over 300% with this move from literally down here to up here. So if you're curious on how Kenneth ended up making $40,000 in one single day, do you want me to show you why that happened? Let me show you. He actually took the same exact play with us here in real time, right? We made 40K, but what Kenneth did was he was a little bit better than me that day, right? Personally, for me, I was cool with the 5K. Kenneth was not cool with this money. Look, he held that play. Look at this. Let me show you. Look, he ended up holding this trade and made 200% on what? The MU call. So from a video that I posted on Instagram and to my students that I explained, hey, buy this company, buy this company, buy this company, I gave it to you for free. Some students who are in position, who know what to do, who have the system, who've taken the time to take the classes, come to the live trading sessions, ask questions, do their homework. They put their money where their mouth is, and as a result, he made $40,000 in one day. They say that information can change situations, but only with implementation. So I can give you the free stock play. I can give you the signal. I can put a free video on Instagram. I can do all of that. But if you don't know how to enter, if you don't know what price to enter at, if you don't know when to enter, if you don't have people around you who are doing the same thing as you, how are you able to eat? It's almost impossible. So that's why I do a mentorship program. That's why I take my time doing classes, because I want you guys to eat. So if I give you guys some more free plays and y'all don't make money off of it, it isn't my fault, because I'm just giving you the place. But if you're actually serious and you want to actually make money with the information, I can help you out here. And the biggest asset, in my opinion, is right now, if you're a beginner, is come to these classes, take notes. I'm gonna give you guys 3 stock plays right now that I believe are gonna go really, really well this week. If you want to take it, take it. If not, it's not me. It's not my career, right? Now, with that being said, guys, that is exactly what we did for the week. We have about 81 people right now here on YouTube Live. Guys, shout out to y'all. This has been a crazy class already. Look at everybody within the chat. Let's just jump into the game, because I'm ready to give you guys the feedback for the week, right? So let's start first here with Mr. S&P 500. And what do we see here for the week? Let's see how SPY is looking like right now. So currently, guys, right now, SPY is sitting right now as we speak. We are sitting at the price point of $647.52. So we're sitting about right down here on SPY at the moment, about right here, right? So basically, guys, we've had a long-term, let me draw a line here for you guys as well. So we had a long-term trend line here on SPY, as you're able to see, guys. We were basically bouncing from right there, we bounced right there, had a drop right there, bounce here. So we kind of were chilling in this range for many weeks, many months, right? We finally broke through this channel. We broke through this range. We're in a very dangerous territory. I'm going to show you guys why we're in a dangerous territory here on SPY right now. And you need to be very careful, because if you are a long-term investor, you like a big portfolio, you have a 401k, sometimes people almost forget there's a time to take profit, right? People just want to keep buying stocks, buying crypto. You got to be able to buy and sell. Even if you're in for the long haul, you're in for the long term, you got to know when to sell. So right now, guys, we just took out this super important low right here on SPY, right here at about $650 per share, right? So I beat a low right there. I'm gonna sneeze, God. We had a low right here at 653. A low right here at 654 on SPY, a low right here as well. So we broke through all the lows sitting right there, here, and now we're making a new low, and we're currently sitting right here in price. But guys, I want to tell you something right now. What do y'all notice happens every single time SPY is taking out a new low here on the daily? Someone let me know into the chat. I want to see who's learning. I'm gonna give you guys about 15 seconds. What do you guys kind of notice every single time it happens when SPY comes in and it takes out a low, like right here, or right here, or right here? What kind of typically happens after SPY takes out those lows? What do y'all personally think? You can go to put it into the chat just so I can just see what y'all think about right now. All right, got it? Got it? All right. If you guys answered, we had a reversal, you answered correctly. One of our strategies that we teach a lot into our chat, I would not get into because it's really it could sound complex if you're not in the program. It's called the Turtle Soup Trading Strategy. And essentially, whenever you're engulfing significant lows, like this, for example, a lot of retail traders, retail investors, they believe it's time to sell the stocks, sell the crypto, sell the 401k. When, if you look at history, whenever SPY broke the low point right here, right, it was right here. We dropped, what happened? We then shot up crazily in price, right? And once again, this right here is the low that we're gonna keep here on watch, right? Boom, we took it out right here. What happened next? We shot up crazily in price, right? This is a trend that's been happening historically over years in the market. And then, do you know why it happens? It's because people who don't know what they're doing, they have no clue about trading or investing. If they're holding on to a position and they see a logo is taken out, they're gonna sell their trade for a loss. They're gonna cut their loss, they're gonna cry, and then they're gonna go back to whatever they're doing. And then 5 weeks later, they open up their phone like, damn, the market is up. And it's because the banks, the hedge funds, they're using you as liquidity. They need you to lose money so they can be putting their money into stocks at a cheap price point and take it to the upside. So you as an investor, you have to think as a smarter and an institutionalized trader. And this is what I teach into my community, is how to trade exactly like the banks. So just now, guys, we took out the lows right here on SPY here at about 650, and we're down here at about 647 here on SPY. So guys, write this down. So I'm not gonna say it twice. What you're gonna do, guys, is draw a line right here at about 650.95 here on SPY, right? And this is step 2. What you're gonna do, guys, onto your TradingView account, if you have an account, it's free. Go to the line right here, and then right-click right here at the line. From here, press add an alert right here on SPY. Add alert. Go to your alert, right? Go here to my message, and for the message, put right here to watch for possible reversal. And guys, you know why I'm putting this alert here? Because I don't have time to watch the market for 15, 20, 30 hours in a day. Like guys, if y'all have shit to do and you have a family or you have a business or you have a life and you don't want to watch the market for 10 hours in a day, just go ahead and put a me in the chat. You know, just put a me in the chat, because guys, I'll be honest, the most people who make the most money from trading, they spend time to find where the market's going to be actually heading to. They place alerts on the chart and they come back to the chart once those alerts get hit. And me personally, I don't want to watch the market all day, because you don't have to do that to make good money from the market. Some of my top students, they trade for about an hour or 2 per day, and they make the money for the day, and then they're done for the day. And you know what? I give you a good alert to put right here, because if SPY is going to close above right here and the market about 650.95, we will probably see a massive move back to the upside. And in my chat, we're going to capture this move in the form of other stocks as well. You know why, guys? And guys, the price point is 650.95. And guys, by the way, if y'all have any questions about the stock market, about the chat, about our mentorship, go ahead and put it into our chat. And after we're done here with the stocks for the day, we'll go ahead and do a quick little Q&A time, and then I'll let you guys go back to your Sunday, all right? So, all right, guys, so if that move happens here on SPY, where we drop first, like how we're doing right now, and then we close right here above 650.95, SPY can make a strong move back to the upside. And if that happens, there's gonna be 3 stocks I'm watching that could possibly make a pretty good move this week. Starting first with company is Mr. PLTR. Someone put a PLTR for me into the chat, because this company might make some people some money for the week. All right. So guys, PLTR right now as we speak, I'll tell you guys where we're at right now on PLTR. We're currently sitting at $150.56 per share. So we're sitting about right here at the current moment. About right here, give or take right there on PLTR. Now, this is the pros and cons of PLTR. We have been ranging on PLTR for a long time, all week long, right? Basically, we've been buying the company down here, and then we're selling the company up here, right? Do y'all all see that here? Like we're simply literally buying it down here, and we're selling it right here, all week long, right? Now, right now, guys, with PLTR, because it's kind of been ranging here in a higher time frame, people are kind of scared to trade the company. But what they don't realize is it's only ranging because this is called the phase here of accumulation. Someone put in the chat for me, guys, accumulation. There's 3 different phases here in the market. I probably shouldn't be showing you all this right now. People are gonna probably kill me. But whenever you're trading, guys, in the market, it's called PL3. You have accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Accumulation basically is a sideways movement in the market, right? It's a period of consolidation where the market has no clear uptrend or downtrend. This is very important. Step 2 is manipulation. This is whenever the company has to make a movement to the downside for it to go up, or move to the upside before it goes down. So what happens is, after you accumulate, typically the manipulation happens with a false movement to the wrong direction, and then the right move happens into the right direction, right? So for example, you'll go down right here first, then you go up strong. Or you'll go up here, and you'll go down strong, right? The last phase where the strong move is, it's called a distribution. distribution. This is where traders are making the most money in. And if you read right here, we are ideally positioning yourself during the phase here of manipulation, anticipating the move, and then riding the market momentum. So guys, Palantir right here, this right here is a phase right here. I put it in all caps. Phase here of accumulation. It has been literally accumulating all week long, right, in this phase. Now I predict, guys, because we're low here on Palantir, my personal thought process, and I'm giving y'all some free game right now, I basically want to see Palantir, guys, come and then raid the lows sitting down here. Because this here, guys, is exactly how you find good market momentums. I'm looking for Palantir to actually close this week below about 149 right here. And then look at me, check me out, this free game. If we close here below about 149 here on Palantir, which is down here, and then after that, close back above it again, I'm looking for a strong move back to the upside here on Palantir. And when that happens, guys, I'm gonna tell you, once the market actually closes below this key level, right? If we see a strong move on Palantir for the day above here, I'm gonna give you a free game. This company might end up trending all day long. And I mean, like, this company has a history of having strong market moves in one day often. Like right here, we run all day long. Right here, all day long. I predict that this week below 149 first. So this is I'm gonna draw it for my visual learners. I want to see this actually drop first like this, drop, and after that we go then up right here, boom. This move right here, guys, is going to send this company, in my opinion, towards the upside heavily. And I'm gonna be watching this stock this week, primarily because you know why? SPY is at a very significant price point right here on SPY, and I feel like we could possibly bounce this week. You heard it from me first. And then the number 2 company right here, Mr. AMD. Whew, guys, I might start sweating on AMD. This company right here has multiple confluences. I can't say everything that I see here on AMD, but guys, if you're in the program, y'all see what I see here on the high time frame. My bias here on AMD, the company has broken the highs sitting right here on AMD right here. We took out all the highs right there, as you guys can see right here, with a strong candle right here on Thursday, right? And then just now, we have a strong pullback here on AMD directly back into my fair value gap right here on AMD, right? And I'm gonna cover this really, really briefly. But if you don't know how to draw a fair value gap, you'll probably be in the past, because this is going to be one of the most important things that you'll learn in your trading career. But this simply is my gap here on AMD, as you can see right there. And essentially, as you're able to see, AMD has made a strong pullback into this gap right here, and we failed to close below this gap, which means that, hey, there's a lot of buying pressure on AMD on this company, and we're failing to close below this key point right here on AMD, which means that, hey, for me, a lot of buyers are sitting right here and pricing AMD. So I'm looking for this week, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all just basically what I'm looking for, so y'all can actually bang with me as well. I personally believe that we're gonna drop a little bit this week first. After we drop, I think we're gonna make a strong movement to the upside. So probably Monday and possibly Tuesday, you could be seeing some redness in the market. And then after that, maybe the early morning on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see a strong move to the upside. Company that I'm probably most bullish on probably is AMD. I love Palantir, don't get me wrong. The only downside about Palantir is that if we don't break below this range low right here on Palantir by Tuesday, we could possibly keep ranging all week. But if we close below this range here on Palantir, I'm going to show you guys why it's so important to understand how a range actually works to the market. This is the reason why. With the range, guys, you have what we call is a range breakout, right? So this is the top of my range right here. This is the bottom here of my range. Now, after you close above a range, right, you can make a move like this where it can fake you out, but it's gonna start dropping. Now, on Palantir, the bottom here, the range right here is my target area. I want to see it close right here below my range like this, and then after that, make a strong movement above this high right here. And it makes more visual sense right here if you want to see. This is here the bottom of my range right there, and we have a strong movement back to the upside. So that's why I'm looking at Palantir. And guys, for the last company of the day, I need a drum roll, please, because this one right here is probably one of my top looks. Actually, I have another stock play, and I have a what's it called? Honorable mention. So The third stock play is on IWM, right? This is going to be an ETF, right? This is an exchange traded fund. They are comprised of a lot of companies in the Russell 2000, right? Right now, we're currently sitting at 241.74. We're just sitting about right here on IWM, about right here, down here in price. So guys, here on the IWM, this company has, let me actually open up a fresh stock chart for y'all for IWM too. I don't scare y'all off. All right, this is even crazy. Let me delete the drawings here, boom. All right, so we're sitting here at 241.74, which is about right here in price here on IWM right here, boom. So that's currently here on IWM. We made a super strong move to the downside this past week. We took out the low point sitting right here, sitting right here, and sitting right here on IWM. We created a brand new low. However, guys, unfortunately, we have a super strong low as well on IWM, well down here at about 237 here in price, about down here. So personally, guys, this is like my trigger point here on IWM. I personally believe that the market might be handing out some free money. And guys, typically there's not free money in the market, but I think the IWM is going to come down and attack the lows right here this week here about 237. I think this is going to happen here tomorrow on Monday. So tomorrow, if you see me call out puts on IWM tomorrow, don't be surprised. I'm doing my research, and this company's, I think, is going to attack the low point right here. And I believe that after we get this low taken out here on IWM right here, I feel like we could then personally drop first like this, and then after that make a move again on IWM, guys, above the high point, and then we can then capture and move to the upside here on IWM. So guys, if y'all notice, guys, the market moves in similar ways every single week. Let me show you for example. So we have IWM right here. Let me put to the right here, SPY right here to the right. Look at this, boom. So here is SPY right here. So what do you see? We went up in price first on SPY, on IWM, and we dropped. Rather than SPY as well happened, we dropped, right? So these companies typically move pretty similarly together, but if y'all were taking down some notes when I was covering my post-earnings trading strategy, I waited purposely until the very end of this class to cover this, because I wanted to make sure y'all were actually serious and y'all were able to sit through the class before I give you guys some more free game. So if y'all sit to the end of the class, guys, put a fire in the chat. So I'm going to give you guys a strategy that you can actually use as soon as possible to get to that freaking money. Someone said, is that the devil's mark on that level? I don't know what that means in the stock market, brother, but hey, listen, I call it a level of liquidity, all right? All right, so guys, check me out. This is called the post-earnings trading strategy. So post-earnings trading strategy. I'm breaking it down for people who are visual learners. Keep it very simple, right? So guys, Mr. FedEx, they have earnings here on Thursday, right? They smacked their earnings heavily, right? They had a strong move. Look at this. They went up right here over 10%, 12% for earnings, right? Boom. Now, if you want to see how a company did for earnings, you can do a quick search, famous.com, FDX, FedEx, scroll down, and then what you see right here, down here, is earnings, right? Boom. So you right here is articles for earnings. Boom. Go to click it like this. Wait for it to load. This is some free game for y'all, right? Boom, check this out. So guys, FedEx basically was expected, right, to make about 23 billion, give or take, for earnings, right? Now, for the company, they had an increase of revenue of about 8% from $22 billion earlier last year, right? So guys, with FedEx, what you realize is right here, they actually exceeded their earnings and they beat their earnings report. However, their guidance had dropped on FedEx. And basically what that means is investors were believing that FedEx company now is overbought. So when that happened, FedEx opened up in the morning and we were immediately dropping. So we went up 10%. Everyone's happy. Yay, hooray, whatever, boom, hooray. But when the market opened, what happened? Let's see what happened here on FedEx. So this is company right here. Let's go and press play. What happened? Oh. Guys, what happened? The company completely dropped on Friday, right? So what do y'all feel like we did in our class on Thursday night? It's almost so funny because like we really know our stuff. Like we really know our stuff, right? We literally gave everybody who's in the mentorship class, in the program, a full breakdown of exactly what will happen tomorrow on FedEx, and we broke down the strategy for beginners into our class. And the following morning, what did we do? We called out FedEx puts on watch, and then we entered FedEx puts live on our Discord chat in real time. I put in 18,000 in the trade. I know it's a decent amount of money. However, I made a profit of 44%, but an overall gain of 8.2K on the trade. Now, how do we make 8,000 on FedEx if the company had a strong move to the downside like this on Friday? Well, like I told you, there is more money to be made in the stock market by buying puts. Puts make money as companies tank in price, and if you don't know about calls and about puts, unfortunately, you will be lost in the year because AI is replacing jobs, they're taking careers, and in the stock market world, you can make money on the upside and the downside of the world. So the market, guys, is a recession-proof income stream, and I know I was pretty hyped on the call. If you're on that call, guys, you saw I was pretty hyped, but it's because I kind of almost made 5 figures in a day, and I made 8K on Friday and 5K on Thursday. I made 13K in 2 days, and I'm 24 years old, man. God is really good. I'm gonna tell you right now, I was struggling into my trading career for about 2 years, and I finally made it, about, I'll probably say my 3rd year was my breakout year. Now I'm 6 years into the game, and I'm helping people like me and other people like you who are normal people, everyday people, make 5K a month, 10K a month from trading the market. And I do it from an exclusive game, breaking down strategies and everything like that, right? So that right there, guys, is called my post-earnings trading strategy. Is you want to, step 1, find the companies that have earnings for the week, right? Step 1, right? Keep them on your radar. Go research these companies. If you need help, I will help you. After that happens, wait for the company to report their earnings and make their move for the day, right? Typically, what you want to look for, guys, I'm gonna just write down for people so you can actually just, copy this if y'all want to make some money. Step 1, boom. So research good companies with earnings for the week. This is step 1. All right. Step 2 right here is wait for a company to report earnings and watch their stock movement. All right, that's my rule of thumb, guys. My rule of thumb. The company must move. So the minimum mover is 5% on the stock. If the stock does not move 5%, I will not take a post-earnings trading strategy. I'm sorry, because I can still make money and it can still make a good movement, but the psychology, guys, is think about it like this, right? If a company goes up by 5% for earnings, right? Let's say it goes up by 5%. People who bought puts, they're gonna lose their money. People that bought calls are gonna make money. That being said, if the people who bought puts lose their money, the following next day, those puts will be extremely on sale because everybody just lost their money on their puts, right? So they're down 50%, 80% because they're gamblers and they're gambling on earnings. We're not gambling. We're being strategic investors. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those cheap contracts that are on sale and we're gonna rebuy them off of them for a cheap price point, and we're gonna buy them at the right price at the right time. And when that happens, you'll make a significant move on your contracts percentage-wise quickly the next day after earnings, because there's a term called IV, right? Implied volatility. If y'all want to go to class here, ChatGPT will be your best friend, right? Ask them right here, delete this, boom. So what is IV stock market? I was gonna give out free games so you can actually know how to actually research things I'm telling you guys so you can actually learn, right? So IV is implied volatility, and basically after earnings, guys, companies, well, before earnings, guys, IV is super high. So contracts will cost you $1,000 each, 2K each, but after earnings, those same contracts that were once 2K each are now $300 each, $150, $80 each. So what me and you can go and do is buy them same contracts, all people who took a loss, for a price point here, as you can see, for $293 per contract. Guys, the same one right here before today, this day, was about 1.4K per contract, but on Thursday, it was $300 per contract. So I bought it on sale. So this quick movement here, guys, on FedEx, literally from right here to right here, brought me a 50% return. And because I'm aware of my post-earning trading strategy, I could put more money into this trade because it has a higher win rate than other trading strategies, and your profit, like your profit target, can be quickly made in a matter of minutes or seconds. Because after earnings, the companies that are up over 5%, they typically have a really big movement the following day, and that's where our post-earnings trading strategy comes into play. Now, there's a lot more things to learn about the strategy, especially as far as charting, and I'll cover it soon for you guys. I'll just cover it right now. But you're able to see here on FedEx, guys, this right here was a significant high here on FedEx. As you can see right there, guys, this was our high of the year here on FedEx, our 52 weeks high. Now, if you're not paying attention, I always tell you guys, if you close above a significant level, this is a red flag if you cannot hold above there. So right here, we close above right there on FedEx, and what happened? We came back down. So what we noticed was FedEx had came right here to a level right there on FedEx, and we didn't go any higher. For us as investors, that's a sign that we could actually sell this company back to the downside. And on top of that, the company also had a lowered guidance. It was just free money. So when we took puts here on FedEx on Friday, it was like literally going to Halloween, right? And someone leaves their box of candy outside like this, right? They got the candy right there. And you know what? I said, yeah, I need all that. Took all their candy, took it home. Everybody made money on Friday. Everybody banked. And that, guys, is my post-earnings trading strategy given to y'all, in simple terms. I'm gonna go a little bit more deeper into the strategy, on Tuesday if you're in the mentorship program. But number 4, guys, is then enter trading position after 3+ levels of confirmation. Enter the reversal, right? Reversal. Actually, not even enter right here. You want to basically watch. So you're gonna watch first. Watch the position right here, guys. For 3 levels here of confirmation. Then number 5 is enter on a pullback targeting the reversal of the initial earnings move. I typically would keep about a 20 to 25% stop loss, and then I would target at least 50% plus. Boom. I just gave y'all free game today. All right, take a screenshot here of this page, take a picture, and I think some of y'all, people who are actually serious about trading, you can come to this class today. You will literally use this game right here to make some money. Thank me later. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't know what you're doing and you're just taking reversals on companies without doing your research, you're just gambling, I did not teach you that, and you could possibly lose money. So I recommend you to come to our classes so you can get the full game and then be able to live trade with me here in real time, get our positions, and just come join the crew in the games chat. Cause who doesn't making money every single day? This is what we do every single day, So that being said, guys, this is my top plays for the week. The last play, guys, is my honorable mention, Mr. PDD. Now, this is the last play, guys. They have earnings here on Wednesday, as you guys can see right here on PDD. Now, they actually report their earnings before the market opens up here on Wednesday. And if you look at here on the high time frame, guys, look at this. PDD has been dropping for a long time. They're in the Chinese sector, and they've been pretty weak, for a large amount of time. Now, I personally believe, guys, PDD is coming to attack the lows, sitting about right here and right there, right now this week. And if / when that happens, guys, I want to see how we move for earnings, because I typically will only take post-earnings plays, but depending if we can get below these lows here by their earnings day, I might buy a call on PDD before their earnings here on Tuesday afternoon. I'm going to be basically anticipating that the earnings here will be bullish here on PDD, and if that happens, there will be a lot of money to be made here on PDD. And I'm going to take it to the upside, and I'm going to tell my chat before I do so, all right? So now, guys, I want to go to answer some quick questions here into the chat. So if you have questions, I'll go to answer them right now. So G. Harris says, limit orders may not get filled. It's like hoping. Market orders is a for sure entry. Exactly. So a market order will guarantee that your trade gets filled immediately, but you might lose $1 or two because they're gonna get you into the best price point possible. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now let me read some more questions. Some more questions about the chat, about the mentorship, about the market. If you have questions, guys, let me know. What time frame do I use in the market? So when I trade in the market, guys, or I day trade, I typically use the 5-minute chart or the 3-minute chart. But I'm looking at the higher time frame. I look at the 4-hour. I look at the daily, and I look at like a little bit, other things I can't tell you about right now. I'll be here for 3-4 hours if I tell you about that right now. But I just checked the time right now, guys. I didn't see it was already 9 p.m. That is my time, guys. So what I would do, guys, I would just leave you guys off with some game. And someone said, can you show us how to trade a Webull? Like, what is the best settings? What's the market? So I actually put a full video here on my channel on YouTube. If you want to see, take your time, go ahead and check it out. But on YouTube, go right here. I did a full video on how to actually use Webull, for beginners, step by step. I did like a live right here. It went pretty viral. I got about 4.6 thousand views, pretty crazy. And guys, I want to also begin vlogging a little bit more. I bought a brand new camera. It's freaking sick. So if y'all want to actually see, more of my lifestyle, what I do on a day-to-day, I'm also purchasing, something crazy and shortly. I'm going to vlog that process. It's going to be pretty freaking crazy. I'm really excited. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Press the bell, notifications, stay tapped in, and be ready for the game. I'm going to be dropping here for the next few months. I just want to see y'all win, and I know what it felt like to be a losing trader, be unprofitable, be nervous, be depressed. I know how everything felt, So when I do this channel, I do game for y'all. It's because I want to help you guys skip that part of your career where you're losing money, you're confused, and you're just like, man, fuck trading. To the point where you're able to become profitable and feel the fruits of your labor from the stock market, man. So this has been an amazing class, guys. I hope you are able to get value, game. And then, guys, if y'all learned one thing from today's class, can y'all just put a me into the chat? I want to see who learned one thing from today's class. This has been a good session. All right. I want to see who learned. What is the 3 levels of confirmations? So the 3 levels of confirmations is a plethora of things. Levels of liquidity. I could talk about this for hours, man. But I cover a lot of this into my, program with my students of the Discord. So if you want to tap in, just apply. At the end of the day, if you want to apply for the program, you can hop on a call with my team. You can basically schedule the call with my team. Ask any question that you want, on that call, and be able to determine this is what you want to go to do. If not, hey, we will leave you better than we found you, give you some more free game, and help you get to the next level. And I see a ton of messages in the chat, guys. This is going to be a lot of success this month, and I can't wait to see you guys all into the chat. And if y'all join, guys, just let me know into the Discord, and I'll be welcoming you guys into the chat tomorrow morning. And I'm just excited, man. Tomorrow we are live trading tomorrow morning at 8:30. So if you get into the community, guys, and you get chosen, tomorrow morning will be day 1 for you. We have a beginner series as well for our community. So if you're a complete beginner, or if you're a struggling trader, this is perfect for you. And someone said, how much would I have lost if I lost the FedEx trade? Well, yeah, I had a 20% stop loss, so I would have lost like maybe 3K or give or take. So I'm risking 3K to make 8K to 15K. You see what I'm saying? So I could lose the 3K twice, lose 6K, hit a trade one time, make 8,000, and still profit 2K. See what I'm saying? That's called risk to reward ratio, and that's what I teach, man. So y'all have a blessed day, guys. Happy birthday, my brother. God bless, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Have a good one, guys.